Alright. Achilles and Hector, guys. Let's go ahead. What is this? Oh, we have event on even restart account. That's nice. Nice. Hope everyone's doing well. Let's just let people know that we are live now. Achilles and Hector, guys. Hey. I'm hearing myself. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Very excited. First strike, Achilles. First strike, Hector, guys. Oh my god. This is exciting. Alright, let's let people join in a bit. Alright, where can we use him? I can start my trial at a later time. What is this? Epic cycle? Queen Helen is taken. Okay, we can do some quest things. That's nice. What do you get from this, though? Okay, some gold heads. One, though? That's not too good. Welcome, everyone. Okay. What is this supposed to do? Is this supposed to give you a Achilles and Hector, though? Or is it just to give you some gold heads? Not too sure here yet. But yeah, guys, Achilles Hector. Let's go ahead and do the trials. Achilles expertise. Let's go. Where can I use him? In this is a trial commander. Alright, let's see if we can pull him out of my city. Hey George, how's it going, man? Alright. Let's recall some of those troops. Hector, yeah, let's do the Hector too. Because I think we can maybe test out some garrison. I don't think we have actually that many places that we can put garrisons in, but let's see. Oh, I can actually take them out of the city? Is that what it is? Okay. Cavalry commander. Oh, where's Achilles at? What? But I just got Hector though. Do I need to remove Hector? Yeah, where's Achilles at? What is going on? Wait, why can't I use Achilles Hector though? I only see Hector. Well, let's try him out. Can we even take him out of the city? Oh, I cannot take him out of the city. Okay. Let's take a look at the trial. Yeah. So, to borrow the strength of new commander, this event will last for 4 days. During this event, you'll be able to try the new commander. When you use this trial commander in Ark of Osiris, Champions of Olympia. Okay, so I can use him for Ark of Osiris. That's nice. Champions of Olympia, Sunset Canyon, Lost Canyon, Ceroli Crisis. So I can use him for Ark of Osiris, which will be this week, I think. Sunset Canyon, Lost Canyon. Got it. So let's try it in the Sunset Canyon then. Why not? So you cannot use him in regular. Oh no, what's going on? Oh, okay. Let's first use change the lineup So Arthur, Philip was what I was using before. There you go. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Should I even like take out everyone and see if we can 1v everyone? Nah. Well, I'm gonna win against this guy anyways. So let's just go ahead find a different opponent. Wait, I cannot even find a good opponent here. Okay, let's go to Lost Canyon then. Yeah, Lost Canyon, you can always find opponents. Should we try out our king? Let's try out a king. Let's see if we can win with Hector. Now our king has a like really solid setup, so I don't really know if I can beat him, to be honest with you. Even with Achilles and Hector. Now I do want Bai Chi to basically buff myself. I think this is the best that I got, to be honest. Yeah, let's try. Let's see. I'll go ahead and not use skip battle here. Let's see how it goes. Arthur Achilles though? Let's try it out. Let's try it out. Alright. Come on. Come on, Arthur. I believe in you, man. Like, I can barely see what's going on here, to be honest. But it looks like the guys, two people in front of my Arthur Achilles is taking a lot of damage. Yeah, I don't know if this is gonna be enough for me to beat the king. But it is helping, I'm assuming. Yeah? Oh, okay. It does look pretty good. I do have one siege march in the back line too. Like, the siege is untouched. Oh, okay. Oh, it's gonna... If it can take down Chin before my Chin goes down, I think we have a real good chance. We won! We won! Okay. Yeah, I think it's good damage. Look at all those little combo damage. The red damage that it does. Okay. I'll take that. 500,000 damage. Hold on. I need to capture this, guys. I need to capture this. Do you capture? Yeah, this is good. This is good. Alright, I might use that for a thumbnail. Oh my god, 500,000 damage? For me specifically, because I'm a cavalry main, it might actually be better than Qin Shi Huang. Let's go on and move on to other person. Wow, okay. That was insane. Let's try out a different one. Let's try this guy out. I don't know if I ever like really fought him before. And then I think the center is the most important. Yeah, I think he should be at the center. Because he'll be doing a lot of damage. Yeah, let's try this. Hopefully I can win against this guy too. Like, I do have a big disadvantage because my bottom line, like my Guan Yu and my Siege, is actually really, really bad, right? My Guan Yu is on blue gear. And my Siege also kind of on blue gear too. So my Guan Yu and Siege is actually practically non-existent. So if I win this, that means my Arthur Achilles is doing way more than they should be doing. And Arthur Achilles looks like they're still yellow, like mid-yellow. Okay. My Chin's still alive too? Oh, okay. think I got him. Yeah, I still have Siege in the back. Okay. Wait, hold on. Let's go ahead and take a look at the history, though. Wait, hold on. Oh, hold on. 557,000? Yeah, let's share this on the Discord, guys. This is insane. Well, to be fair, I do have one of the best Arthur gear. Like, so for those of you who are wondering what I'm doing, what I have on him, my Arthur has the best equipment in the game. Everything iconic 5, critted. And then in terms of Delta, yeah, he does have one of the best Delta stuff in the game too. So don't get me wrong, not every Arthur Achilles will do really, really well. But holy, but both games, like both times, he did over 500,000 damage. No one, yeah, I'm not saying this is gonna be for everyone, but this is insane. Like for me specifically, this might be better than Qin Shi Huang. Alright, let's try another guy. Let's try the first place guy. Again, my Guan Yu, my Siege March is sitting in like one of the worst gears possible. My Guan Yu, the same deal. He's even missing pants. And even then, my Arthur is just good enough to beat them. Okay. Wait, let me actually change the location of those two now. Yeah, because I think Arthur will do the most AoE that way. Alright, let's see. Could you try with common formation? What do you mean common formation? You mean like any delta that is not what I have? I only have one delta set, so I don't think that is possible, sir. Oh, my Bai Chi's dying. If my Bai Chi dies, so then maybe not the first place guy. Who knows? Yeah, if my Bai Chi dies, then my Arthur Achilles is gonna be exposed. Common inscriptions? Yeah, we can try it. We can try it. Yeah. My other marches just are not as strong as the first place guys stuff. Oh wait, maybe. Hold on, my chin's still standing strong pretty well. You guys know how Qin Shi Huang can be kind of crazy. Wait, am I winning this? I think I might be winning this. Yeah, my Qin Shi Huang is way healthier than the other guy. Okay. Arthur still survives? 3v1 now? Oh, wow, okay. First place, guys. First place. Okay. This is what I've been waiting for. Cavalry has such a hard time. Okay. I got no one to challenge now. I can't challenge anyone right now because no one's yeah. Oh wait, maybe I need to refresh it. I thought the first place you can still challenge other people. No? What? But that is insane, guy. That is insane. Let's share that with everyone. Why is 1900 so strong? I don't know what that is. Let's share my in-game chat. And my alliance. Man, that is crazy how much damage that they can do though. Let's see if there's any other one in Sunset Canyon. Okay, we can try Kevin. Bro, imagine the actual main release. I know. Well, like again, let's just be fair. I'm gonna type it in the chat so the other people who joins later can see. I have maxed out max equipment and almost maxed out armaments with very few percent of stats missing. So like, let's be fair that I like this is the best case scenario. But yeah, let's go ahead and I'm not skipping this. This is a great opportunity. Oh my god. Kevin has a really good siege set. So just for those of you who are watching this, are like, oh, why is there a siege in Sunset Canyon, not even Lost Canyon? Yeah, Lost Canyon. Yeah, because he has a really good siege setup. Although 2 cavalry right on their face, yeah, that's gonna be tough for him to stay alive in. Okay. Can it out DPS the Qin Shi Huang though? I think that's the most important part, right? Can it out DPS the Qin Shi Huang? For me, it definitely is. 50% difference. It is insane. Kevin actually attacked me, it looks like. With his best position, yeah, it out DPSs the Qin Shi Huang. Devs will probably nerf him. I don't think he's that OP though. Like I feel like if you look at this kid, it's only 2,000 damage factor, right? Yeah, I don't think he deserves a nerf. Like, yeah, it's only 2,000 damage factor. I think the one thing that makes him good is the fact that he has so many combo attack. But yeah, I don't think anything else outside of his kit is really good. I just, honestly, I just didn't really have a good pair for my Arthur. And like, I was using Arthur Phillip all this time. Bro, I'm so tempted to max Achilles, but our weight is killing me. Yeah, I'm gonna max Achilles right away. So if you do want to check out, I'll go ahead and post those videos as well as live stream as much as possible. But yeah, again, granted that I have, yeah, like look at my armaments. Like I have maxed out defense, maxed out all damage. I'm missing 0.7% cavalry attack here. This in total is missing 0.5% stats. Yeah, this also is missing only 0.5% stats. And this right here is missing 1.1%. So this one I'm rerolling. But absolutely crazy. So far, in Lost Canyon and Sunset Canyon. Let's try it and see. Oh, someone else actually beat me. How did he beat me? He does not have Achilles. Yeah, it's just that all my rest of my marches are just so bad. Like, look at my Guan Yu doing 50,000 damage and 100,000 damage with the with my siege tower. Can I actually watch this game? Yeah, replay. Let's replay this. How did it work? Actually, on defense, I don't have Achilles, right? Yeah, defense, I don't even have Achilles. I have Liu Che there. Okay, that's probably why. Let's set up defense with Achilles. See if we can beat him. Let's see if we can revenge him after Yeah, I have Liu Che here just because I had a artifact KVK on. And then let's have Bai Chu with Liu Che. There you go. And let's take revenge, guys. Let's take revenge. Let's see if we can revenge him. I don't know, honestly, if this is possible, but the artifact is gone, so that Liu Che is useless at the moment. Yeah, that might be true. But let's go. Let's hope that this revenge is possible. Come on, Arthur. I believe in you. Oh, wait, hold on. The Guan Yu in the front is kind of giving me nervous. Oh yeah, he silenced my Arthur. Aye. That's not good. But Guan Yu's melting pretty quickly. Yeah, the Arthur's rage bar is actually not using too much. Okay. But Guan Yu's dying soon, I'm hoping? Question mark? Yeah, maybe I should have avoided Guan Yu against my Arthur though. But okay. My Qin Shi Huang's pretty healthy. Yeah, I don't know if I can beat this. Maybe if I play around with the placement, I think I might be able to. Yeah, that was a bad placement. Let's do it one more time. I think I lost. Yep. Let's just make sure that the Guan Yu is not in front of. Yeah. Why don't we try this? I do want him to actually face all the other guys, though. Okay, let's try this. Because I don't think Qin Shi Huang gets silence. Yeah, Qin Shi Huang with the silence does really too much. Yeah, hopefully Arthur can still do his active skills and whatnot. Hopefully, Arthur's taking a lot of damage though. Yeah, it was from the AoE of Arthur and Bai Chu combined together. I don't think I can beat this guy though. Well, we'll be able to get a better report on both of them, and we'll take a look at them. Actually, yeah, my bottom line is too weak. Yeah, my bottom line doesn't really have any equipment, so. But let's see how the reports go. Okay, Arthur did 400,000, whereas it did 300,000 for my Qin Shi Huang Zhuge Liang on the first one. Take a look at the second one. Oh, my Arthur did 375,000, whereas the Qin Shi Huang did only 216. Okay. So this is good. For me, at the very least, I think Arthur Achilles is going to be better than Qin Shi Huang. Oh, I'm using Qin Shi Huang Zhuge Liang. Why am I using Qin Shi Huang Zhuge Liang? Oh. You know what? I did need to buy some war, so let's see if we can change it around again. Should I do this? Yeah, have Qin Shi Huang in front of me. Yeah, have Qin Shi Huang in front of Arthur. See if that does anything. Then maybe move them out a little bit so that they don't actually attack and kill my Arthur. Yeah, hopefully this works. Please, can you give me your Delta set equipment? I want to show someone. How can I give you my Delta formation, man? No, you need Zhuge in Canyon? Really, though? For the damage debuff that they have? Maybe that's why I changed it. I was testing out multiple stuff in Canyon before. Okay, maybe Zuge is better. Yeah, I simply don't have enough good builds against this guy, I think. Yeah, I don't think I can beat this guy either way. No matter what I try. Aye. The first one actually did the best, which is interesting. Right? The first one actually did the best. Although, the damage output, oh my god, 400,000. The damage reduction is needed? Okay. Share it to me in Moose at Cold Chat. Wait, can you give me your Delta set and equipment? Okay. You mean my equipment set that I have, right? Yeah, I can share this. Yeah, but hey yo, even if it's just best case scenario, guys, this is insane. Let's try Rule Breaker. Rule Breaker is a really strong person. He was he's a king of that 3199. And because I have two really not strong set, I usually wouldn't be able to win against this guy. But yeah, let's try Zuge. Where's Zuge at? There you go. Yeah, let's try and see if I can beat this guy now. This guy is really strong, so if I can beat him, I'll be very impressed. Oh, another Guan Yu. Guan Yu's so much trouble. Yeah, Guan Yu's silence is giving me so much trouble usually. Aye. Should I use Bai Chi Philip now? Well, this guy is actually stronger than the other guy, which I'm not surprised about. Maybe I should use Bai Chi Philip instead of Yu Che. I think my reliance on Arthur Achilles is actually a lot more. So we'll see though. Yeah, I took off Philip because of how it goes. Oh, this time actually, yeah, Qin Shi Huang Zhuge Liang actually did better. Because I'm assuming because of the fact that my Arthur Achilles was silenced the most time against this guy though. But very interesting. Let's try someone else. Let's try the 4th place guy. Let's try it one by one. Now, I do want to avoid Guan Yu, but I think this guy does not have a Guan Yu. Okay, let's try it. Chasky using Qin Shi Huang Shazar. It works. Hard to beat him. Yeah, Qin Shi Huang Shazar is really good. I don't have a Shazar belt. But if you look at some of the reports, like Qin Shi Huang is so difficult to beat with Shazar pair on Canyon. So yeah, I think if you have that combo, it's actually not a bad idea to spam it. Is my Bai Chi really that weak though? My Bai Chi is like dying so quickly. I think that's the problem here. Against the top guys. Aye. And my Qin Shi Huang survives until the end. Let's take a look at that report too. So yeah, so I need someone tank it. Am I missing equipment on Bai Chi though? Is that what it is? Why is it so weak? No, it still has like okay gear. It's by all means nothing comparable to my Arthur, but like it's not a bad equipment set. My Chinchuan is also not too bad. So I don't know. By all means, 5th place is not bad at all, but still not something that I want to see. Let's go ahead and try this guy again. The other guy. And let's try putting let's try putting Ho Chu Bing in front and see where that goes. Of Arthur, because Ho Chu Bing actually has better gear than my Bai Chu, because it's my 2nd cavalry, and you know, I'm a cavalry guy, so I use his set for secondary garrison whenever I'm trying to protect my city when I'm rallying. It does seem to hold up a little better. My bottom line is just getting highway pass right there. So that's not good. Are you gonna try him in the AO practice match? I don't think anyone I know is actually going to do any of that. But this weekend I'm gonna go ahead and try Ark of Osiris League with Arthur. So I'm not gonna do a Attila Subutai rally that I do usually. Hopefully that actually gives me a better understanding of how he actually looks on the field. I do have to rally though, so that's kind of a meh. But I think Arthur Achilles, because how strong they are for my set, maybe I can still rally. Who knows? Oh, there you go. Arthur Achilles, guys. You can see that everyone else is doing so underperforming that like Arthur Achilles just along with Qin Shi Huang is just really doing well. Let's do one last try against the same guy. And then let's see if we can swap around the place. Yeah, I just changed them, so I just want to compare them in a fair playing ground. Yo, Walnut, how's it going, man? How is Achilles doing? Crazy competing with Qin Shi Huang, yeah? Actually, it was outperforming Qin Shi Huang for most part. But with my gear, obviously. Yeah, my archer gear is not that amazing. So I don't know. I think we have to see. Okay, so that's a little better, I feel like, than the last round. Although the bottom line just getting deleted will actually potentially lead to everyone dying, but I think it's okay. It's not too bad. I think I lost though. Wait, should I try one more time actually? Yeah, let's try one more time, but this time with this time like this, right? Like actually have Achilles at the center of the ball. Maybe that will change. How far out is my Cav and Archer gear? Cav top level in game. Archer is like mid. Are you? Wait, hold on. You don't know my Cav gear? You've been here before. So maybe that way, my Arthur will survive a lot better, and then it would potentially kill everyone. Maybe the fact that I moved Arthur up a little bit was the problem. Still not so good. Yeah, there's certain limits I think because my other marches are not too strong. Well, let's just compare everything. So my Arthur did 526,000 damage. $526,000 damage, okay. How does that compare to what I had here? 429,000, still a lot better. So the position in the very center is probably the best in terms of performing and sustainability. My archer gear, I'll show you though. Walnut. Yeah, my Qinshuang gear looks like this. So he's using just talented helmet, the 4-piece dragon breast set with all talented except for the gloves, and iconic 2 on the weapon for the extra 3% enemy defense ignore. Have the leadership iconic 2 credit for extra health, and leadership credit boost iconic 1. I am sitting on the Call of the Royal for extra march speed and iconic 1 uncritted Ring of Doom. So I would say very standard archer set. Nothing too crazy. Arthur is sitting on one of the best ones, obviously. So he's doing awesome. Bullet Trooping is actually semi okay. He has iconic 4 on the weapon helmet and pants, but not KVK gear. The regular set gear that I used to use for my Arthur until I got to KVK Season of Conquest, and then I swapped them out. So that's what I'm using. Credit horn though, and then the only thing that I'm missing credit is actually this one, the Ring of Doom. Baichi's okay. Credit hammer is actually the best thing. I'm sitting on Helm of the Conqueror. Iconic 2 Hope Cloak. Credit Eternal Knight. Iconic 2 credit. You know, you guys know I'm not really an infantry guy, so I just recently built him for what we have. So yeah, Lost Canyon, not too bad, not too good. But in terms of how Arthur can do and change, you guys saw how I was like 122nd place, right? In this map. The fact that I climbed up to 1st place and then kind of settled down to 5th place is actually pretty insane with how good Arthur is. And just how much of a difference in damage that it does compared to all the other marches. And it far outperforms Qinshuang in most cases, especially for me. It just kind of gives you an idea of how much Arthur Achilles can do at the maximum potential, I would say. Arthur Phillip and next gen cabinet Achilles is gonna be your play. Yeah, I think that might be the play. We really need more information on the next cavalry commander release though. Although I did hear from official Rise of Kingdoms. Yeah, so there was a posting on official Rise of Kingdoms Facebook that they said the next gen cavalry commander is actually coming late November. So that's like a couple weeks away. So I don't know. I'm kind of scared about the next cavalry commander, because like I plan on putting everything that I have on Arthur and Hector. Just because I think Hector I need it because of the fact that you know, I'm a garrison lead, I'm a rally lead, you know. If Hector turns out to be the best pairing for the next cavalry garrison, I'll need him, right? But I only have 717 gold heads left. I don't know. I think it would outperform Qinshuang in the field. I also agree with you, Tokyo. I don't think it's gonna outperform Qinshuang on the field. My next infantry, next infantry is also listed there. Next infantry is January 2026. So yeah, November is cavalry, January is infantry. So we're having almost back-to-back commander release, guys. So yeah, Yeah, just level your expectations a bit. Qin will be hell for the next 2 years for sure. Yeah, I think so. Here's what I think. I'm gonna write it up here. So my opinion on Arthur is simple. My opinion, Achilles. If you have the best cavalry gear, you will be able to compete with great Qin Huang plus YSG on field. I think that should be your expectation. If you have the best cavalry gear, you'll be able to compete with great Qin Huang YSG on the field. Like with my setup, I think I'll be able to perform almost on par with everyone who has 4 legendary inscriptions, like maybe 10% stats overall here. And then maybe missing, I don't know, the KVK weapon and helmet. They're using full Dragon Breast set. I think I'll be able to compete as well as they do on the field. Not the best one. Obviously, if they have the best equipment, best armors, I think on the field, I wouldn't be able to compete as well as I would. As well as they would trade on the field. If you have great cav gear, you will be able to compete with mid Qin Huang YSG and good to great Baichi. Well, actually, great Baichi Liche, in my opinion. If you have great cavalry gear, let's say you have, not what I have, but let's say you have something like this, right? Qin Huang. What my Huochu being said is, you have Iconic 4, you have all the field damage, and you have like special inscriptions here and there, but like you have some rare inscriptions there. You know what I mean? Yeah, if you have those kind of setup, I think you'll be able to compete with the same level by Qin Liu Che, in my opinion. Maybe a little better, just because of how I think combo does have a lot more trigger with butterfly effect. It really depends on whether or not you do have butterfly effect or not, though, in my opinion. So I don't know. Bill Coronado is like, will infantry be broken like Qin Huang? I doubt it. Qin Huang is one of those commanders that broke the game, right? I don't think they're gonna release another commander that's gonna break the game that soon, in my opinion. Next cavalry is supposed to be a Chinese, so I don't know. Although Qin Huang is the #1 Chinese guy. Yeah, I think next cavalry is gonna be okay. Maybe a little better than Arthur. Maybe a little better than Achilles. I don't know. Maybe about the same level as Arthur. Who knows? To be honest, I don't think any of the troop types now, excluding Siege, is at this disadvantage at the moment. Infantry has Baichi Luche, which is which is really good potentially for the future pairings. Yeah, I agree with you. I think each and every troop type has one really OP march, in my opinion. Just run away from single target, yeah. Qin Huang is like Nevsky Joan Prime back when back then from my perspective. Yeah, when Nevsky first was released, Nevsky had everything, right? Where's Nevsky at? Like you can see that I don't. Yeah, there you go. Nevsky, when Nevsky was first released, guys, 2300 damage factor and up to 45% defense reduction, and he had up to 60% skill damage buff with 25% base buff. Like, it's like mixing for people at that time. It was like mixing was a really strong single target damage dealer back then. It was like having like the best of the Alexander the Great and Yi Seong-Ge kind of combined together. Nevsky was really strong, right? And Qin Shi Huang was just another commander that just broke the scale, right? If you calculate all the damage factor that he can possibly do in 10-second damage cycle, he can do more than 10,000 damage factor. That is insane. That is insane. Like Arthur was the second best thing to what we had there, but like if you do 3 target the AoE, it does what, like 6,000, a little less than 6,000 damage factor in total. But like, yeah, it went from 6,000 to 10,000 in total, guys. So Qin Shi Huang was one of those guys that broke the game. I don't think they're gonna release another one like that until at least a year from now. Is my opinion. New infantry is Sun Tzu Prime for sure. Sun Tzu Prime for sure. Sun Tzu Prime will be cracked, man. Sun Tzu Prime will be cracked. Not gonna lie, if we get a Sun Tzu Prime, that's gonna be OP, man. That is gonna be OP. I feel like they're gonna do something. Well, will Sun Tzu Prime be what's this called? Skill damage commander though. That's another thing. Alright, so I had too much fun with Arthur that I don't know if I have any tickets left for Hector. But let's try. Now, do I want to put Hector behind Baichido? Well, let's try this first, and then I'll actually swap out Achilles. I'll swap out Achilles with Hector. How about that? Because I think Hector is more of a garrison commander, so we'll see. Okay. Okay. Now let's try the same thing, but except now we have Achilles Hector, right? I think Achilles Hector was a real possibility that people were talking about. So let's try Achilles Hector. What did I use for my Achilles Arthur again? Okay, I'm gonna exactly copy what I had on Arthur. Where's Achilles at? Yeah, let's try Achilles Hector, guys. Where did I use the last two again? God. Okay, I use 1 point here. Is that it? Am I missing a point somewhere? Okay. Let's go back to Achilles. I use 1 point here. Wait, what am I missing? Oh, there you go. There is 1 point. Then, there you go. Yeah, let's try Achilles Hector then. Have Achilles. Use my first gear. And there you go. Alright, Achilles. Let's see if we can outperform Arthur. Now, I do need to find that guy, though. There you go. What are the chances, though, that New Cavalry would outperform Achilles? I don't know. I think Achilles is not that strong. Although it's like kind of funny to say this, but like I don't think Achilles is designed to be that strong, in my opinion. There you go, Achilles Hector. All right, let's see. Busa, I need another opinion on my swap now. Either I get Philip or Qin Shi Huang for my second swap. Qin Shi Huang, man. Qin Shi Huang. Qin Shi Huang is the best. Philip, I feel like Philip is kind of in a weird spot right now because of how the latest commanders for each troop type is really, really good. Like Qin Shi Huang was amazing. Bai Chi was amazing. Achilles is, I think, okay. So, but Arthur is really, really cracked before. So the fact that we get an Arthur pairing, yeah, Arthur Qin Shi Huang is what I'll recommend Walnut. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at the report difference. So Arthur Achilles did 195,000 damage. Okay. Units remaining of 90,000. The only thing that we changed here was, okay, Achilles Hector. They're down to 78,154. Okay, so definitely Arthur Achilles seems to be better than Hector. Achilles Hector. Let's try on a different person. Kevin. We just fought Kevin. So let's try one more time. Okay. Does it not seem crazy that we are saying Achilles is okay? It's the first cavalry commander with circular AoE target. Pretty sad for us Cav players. Yeah, I mean, I feel like the problem with cavalry is that like they were not giving us a circular AoE because of how fast we were. So, but, well, the fact that we got one is good. And then the fact that he does 2 times a combo attack for every single unit that he hits is good. But anyways, let's take a look at the reports. So Arthur Achilles, 172,000. And then 77,000. 7,772. What do we have here? 85, but less damage. So definitely Arthur Achilles is a better pair. So far, how it looks like. But I think Hector is not really meant for open field commander anyways. Like Hector, I think. So here's the thing. Like a lot of people I think are misunderstanding how Hector is supposed to be designed for. I honestly think like he's just for garrison pairing, right? If you're missing a garrison pairing, there you go. You get combo damage DPS. It is what it is. You have to get it, in my opinion. It is kind of weird that it's not usable with Rally though, because it says when attacking a troop on the map on a lot of his stuff, right? When attacking a troop on the map. So this is not a commander designed for, let's say, Attila Subutai Rally. This guy is going to be meant for, you know, garrison combo garrison pairing that we're missing at the moment. So I think that's what it's going to be. We will have to see though how good the new cavalry combo garrison is going to be though. But this looks pretty good in terms of our Achilles looks pretty good for me. Achilles looks pretty good for me. I was going to max him. I think I can though. Yeah, I will go ahead and max him. It is a little shame that you can get Achilles only like 50 gold as of Achilles though. You don't really get a Wheel of Fortune with him, at least not right now. And for those of you who are maining cavalry, who are rallying garrison leading for cavalry, bad news for you. You also need Hector, because then Hector will be used as a pairing for your next cavalry garrison, which is going to be released in a month from now, probably. So it'll be funny if the new cavalry is Midas Governor event is only is going to be combo or not. Would be rather funny if the new cavalry Midas Governor event commander is going to be combo or not. I don't know what that means, man. It'll be funny if he's not a combo. If that's the case, then that will be a big L for all the cavalry users. But this, yeah, this I'm pretty excited, guys. I'm pretty excited. We have Alliance Quiz and War of the Wonder. Okay, is that supposed to be Helena? Oh, okay. Aphrodite, Paris. Okay, no, I'm okay. I know all the story. I read books. It's okay. Epic Cycle though. The rewards seem pretty weak for those though. Alright, what do we have here though? Oh, recharge event, okay. Do we have anything that is related to Arthur or Hector though? Not really. Okay, so we still have to wait maximum a week, I would say, because like we still have trial versions of Arthur and Achilles somewhere here. So I think we still need to kind of wait a week until we get both of them kind of released to the game. Who knows? It might be sooner, it might be later. But I am saving up gems for that. You guys can see that I am on 50,000 gems almost for that, so hopefully that will be helpful for me. What is going on here? Oh, ruins. Okay. Yeah, so hopefully that will be good for me. I don't know if that's going to be possible for me to actually get up to 50,000 by the time that we do have Hector keys there. The expectation for Hector keys, though, is that you get 150 gold heads for Hector when you release all of it. So that's kind of a bummer. That means you have to work for all the other ones, but it's okay. When we were all expecting the meta to shift to Smite. Oh wait, hold on. Sorry, not a combo. Think about when the Ragnar came out. Yeah, when we all were expecting the meta to shift to Smite, they're gonna give us a little L with skill damage. But like, so the funny thing for infantry and sad thing for them is that cavalry, they got the off-cycle commander as combo damage commander, which is interesting. I feel like if they kept to their original whatever they were doing, I think they should have perhaps, yeah, they should have just perhaps used you know, skill damage commander for Achilles, and then something else for cavalry. In my opinion, like, you know, combo commander for the regular cycle. You know, I think that would have been better, but we'll see. Let's see if we can beat NHT. He's one of a good friend of mine, so I don't mind bullying him. I don't mind bullying him with my Arthur Achilles. Where's Achilles at? Where's Arthur at? Why don't I have my Arthur? There you go. Yeah, let's test him out. So with the current circumstances, do you believe the cavalry rally pair will still be Attila Subutai? I think so. I think Arthur has Achilles has a lot of non-rally stuff, I believe. We might have to look at it again, actually. But as far as what I saw from the other time, I think, yeah, he had most of his stuff built around non-rally stuff. I did think of that possibility of potentially using Achilles as a pairing for Subutai, but I think, yeah. I looked at it, I was like, okay, well maybe that's not gonna work. Okay. I beat my dear friend the NHT right here. Let's go. Red numbers all around is gonna be the meta. Oh, okay. That is insane, guys. That is insane. And then she has really good stuff, by the way, just for your reference. And you can see how my Guan Yu did like nothing. But yeah. Let's take a look at Arthur, though. Yeah, let's take a look at Arthur. Achilles. I think Achilles has a... Yeah, when this commander's unit gains 40% attack, 20% march speed. Okay. Expertise. If this troop is on the map... Wait, hold on. If this troop is on the map, it takes 5% less damage. All incoming skill damage, combo damage, and counterattack damage is reduced by 15%. Okay, so his third skill is actually rally viable. His fourth skill is the only thing that doesn't really use. It's not applicable for rally, right? If this commander is a field troop, it deals 10% more normal damage. Whenever it uses a Pelion Spear skin, it gains 10% bonus rage gain. 10% bonus attack for 10 seconds. Okay. So most of his kit is actually usable as a rally commander. Right? Yeah, this is the only skill that is not usable for rally. I kind of want to know how fast Achilles pops up his third skill. Maybe, yeah, so like maybe his third skill will pop up a lot. Who knows? Let's try it. When in doubt, let's try it. We have all the time in the world, guys. We have all the time in the world. Let's go to my Subutai. Give him my best gear. Although it's funny that my Delta set is actually in the second slot. Let's just check, make sure that I have everything that I need. Okay. Ooh, you know what? Yeah, I made a mistake in my other guys, but it's okay. Yeah, this is fine. And let's see. Would I be able to rally here though? This is a garrison. Never mind. Would I be able to rally here? Let's see if the Subutai Achilles can be a thing. It's the only place that I can test it personally, so I got 1.5 million. Let's see how often the third skill procs though. Okay. It looks possible. I mean, it's just the fact that you can do double, like, you know, not just one Attila Subutai, you know? Like, Attila Subutai, the problem with that is, like, they are missing so much stats, right? And so much, like, damage factor, right? Let's reduce the troops count down by a lot. Let's try to bring out minimum troop count. Because I think that would kind of give us a better understanding. Let's try 50,000. Where does that get me? 300,000? Yeah, let's see if Subutai can beat that. We'll be able to see what's more realistic here, though. Here we got some swarmers. We're imagining stuff right now. Okay. And it does. Why does it look like it does as much damage as Subutai though? Okay, 60,000, 50,000. Okay. It does look pretty good to me. Yeah, it looks pretty good to me. Yeah, the rage engine is really crazy. Because he has so many combo attack, right? Well, he has a lot more combo attack. I'm not saying he has crazy combo attack. He has a lot more combo attack. So it might kind of work like how Qin Shi Huang worked for Rally. Let's try even further. Let's test it even further. Let's try 25,000. That way, because they'll still add up some reinforcements, but yeah, 150,000 against whatever, right? Like, it doesn't matter. I think I'm gonna win regardless. Let's see, guys. Subutai. Okay. So if there's like swarmers or whatever it is around the city, I think it might actually be even... It might help the rally a lot because of the rage generation. Okay, at 25,000 where it gets down to 150,000, maybe I'll lose to the rally or garrison. But it looks viable. Am I the only one who's thinking that this is viable though? Wait, am I? No, I don't think I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna win this. Okay. Although I don't see crazy procs with Achilles active skill though. But like in reality, you're gonna see a better garrison that does a lot more damage factor, right? Let's try to find if there is a better garrison on the test field. What am I up against? I still Julius. Still Julius? No, we don't want to see Julius. Do we have a? There you go. YSG Sun Tzu. Yeah, let's try YSG Sun Tzu, guys. Let's go. Where is my Subutai? So hard to find Subutai. I'm not used to it. Achilles. Let's go down to 25,000 again. I feel like this would actually give a good understanding of how the expertise is gonna work. I think it works too. How do you test out the third skill as much? Achilles needs to be swarmed so much to reach the damage cap. Well, if the... So what we're trying to see is because Julius Caesar does not have any damage factor almost at all. We don't even see the like rally garrison 1v1 right now. So if it's against rally that actually has good enough of damage, I think we can potentially have the third skill activated a lot more often. Okay, I think the I think even 25,000 is a little too much. Yeah, let's reduce the number down to even further. Let's do 10,000. How about that? Where's Subutai again? Aye. There you go. Although, I think one thing that I do want to kind of mention is that his third skill does not reduce the damage of a smite damage, right? So that means that he might not be usable for a rally against Gorgo Tokugawa. Because he's missing so much from that smite damage that he would have otherwise done. Like this, it wouldn't proc the third skill almost at all. So try out that Arthur Achilles against the last level campaign. Yeah, we can do that. So let's see. Let's see how many times the passive procs. So one skill cycle for the enemy. Was that a proc? It's hard to tell if it's a proc or not. Nah. Okay. Yeah, let's try against the... Let's try the last stage on this scenario too. Campaign. Last stage. Then Achilles. There you go. So for your reference, guys, I had multiple tests with this. For reference, Arthur, Philip with my gear, my equipment, my armaments. It's half and half chance. You can win half the time. You cannot win half the times. If you use Bertrand, you win all the time, but with very small margin. If you use unartifacted Liu Che, I think it's about the same as Philip. Okay. Why does it look like Arthur does, Achilles does more damage? It's definitely winning for sure. It looks like. Have you tried him in Canyon yet? Yeah, I already did. If you go to the earlier part of the stream, you can always check that out. I'm gonna also post the exact same recording of this onto video, so I'll edit a little bit so that you guys don't see like me just talking around. But yeah, you'll be able to see the video version of it too. But I'll try to make this video repository as soon as possible, so you guys will be able to kind of see. Yeah, because yeah, the proc on this though is pretty often though. I feel like if you're fighting against Khan and Saladin. Yo, am I doing like, am I beating him at half health? Is that what it is? Yo, I'm beating him at half health, guys. Try out 79. Okay, we'll try that. Yo, this is the best results that I've ever seen on Arthur. With Delta, by the way. Let's try out 79. Five v one. I think it's definitely doable though. We just beat yeah, Khan Saladin very easily. And if I'm doing AoE, guys, okay, it procs so much. Okay. Did you guys see this? Wait, hold on. This is exciting. It actually procs really well. Okay. Wait, let's do this one more time because this is pretty cool. Yeah, this is pretty dope. Let's do 79 one more time, guys. I do want to count how often it procs. I feel like I'm watching Jodobar Prime, but on Achilles. Yeah. So this is skill cycle number 1. Proct. So skill cycle number 2. Okay, it takes place every 3 skill cycle, I would say. No, it's cycled again. Okay. So maybe 2 skill cycle if you're getting attacked by a lot of different people. I think this is gonna be great if we have a lot of Shinji rounds in the field and you're getting attacked by a lot of those, like, you know, mini tiny red damages. Okay. Okay, I'm sold, guys. I'm sold. I'm buying. I'm getting Achilles with all my 700 gold heads, guys. I'm getting Achilles with all of my 700 gold heads. I think I like it. Personally speaking, I think it's worth 650 to be exact, because if you buy all the bundles, you get like 50, 60 gold heads for him. I think I'm maxing him. At least for me. I think the conclusion here. So here's the conclusion. I think Arthur is really, really good if you have maxed out Delta stuff. Like, that goes without saying. Just because there's how much proc that you can do with Butterfly Effect. The boost that it does to like everything that you have from talents, like this Burning Fury to like this right here, the 10% chance to launch combo attack, to Arthur's expertise, and that all kind of combined with the fact that he does 10 of those combo attack per skill cycle, and every other op cycle, you know, the third skill, you know, damage that you do. Like it just, I think it's just really, really hard for me to pass on this guy. For me, like, if I use Arthur on anything, like let's take a look at some of the Arthur Yeah, that's I'm doing bar farming. I don't know, it's weird. I know, I get it, but like I'm doing bar farming on Arthur, and then let's say I have really low troops. If I use active skill once, it generates so much rage. You see, this is how much I generate against 2 people, 2 targets. Imagine this hitting 3 targets, 4 targets, 5 targets, 10 targets. Horde of Fury. Let's go another one. Look at it. Look, like, I just get max. Every turn that I use active skill, I get max of the rage back. It's insane. But combined with the fact that I do have, I will have Achilles, I think that's gonna be good for me. But for people who doesn't have butterfly effect, I think it's still gonna be the best cavalry march that we'll have so far. So I think it's quite safe to say that it is good. But if you want to evaluate him against things like Qin Shi Huang YSG, perhaps not as good as Qin Shi Huang YSG is my opinion. Like if I had the same exact equipment, same exact level of armaments for Qin Shi Huang YSG, I think I'll perhaps perform a lot better on the field, to be just really blunt with you. But by Chiluche, I think Arthur Achilles has a really good chance of beating them on the field performance. I think it's a half a step ahead of Bai Chiluche in my opinion. But I could be wrong. Bai Chiluche is really good. They have really good smite damage. They have really good pincer formation. You know, the stuff. But like, they're more focused on defensive, I'll say. And Arthur Achilles is just really all about all like AoE, full damage output, in my opinion. It does hurt to swarm. I think that's one thing that I really like about this, right? If you swarm him, he's still, although they're not really built for defensive stuff. Like if you swarm him, guess what? Divine Heritage will actually really hurt you, right? Overall DPS wise, I feel like Arthur Achilles is higher than Bai Chiluche. Yeah, I think overall DPS wise, Arthur Achilles definitely has an edge against Bai Chiluche. I think Bai Chiluche is naturally just really tanky because of the expertise of Bai Chu. Like if you reach 50%, you deal 60% more damage and take 30% less damage for 6 seconds. And in the field, that 30% less damage taken for 6 seconds lasts a long time. So long that you can potentially last until you actually activate your 15% remaining. You deal 50%, 100% more damage and then take 50% less damage. Like if those two stack together, like your Bai Chiluche will not die. So if you get focused with Bai Chiluche, I think you will last a lot longer. That tankiness, I don't think Arthur Achilles has it. But because of the fact that they do have a lot of like different mechanics to do more damage, I think the Divine Heritage, if this actually had smite damage included, I think that would have been too OP, right? Because it's already, so if you look at it, it already takes 5% less damage. And if you reduce skill damage, combo damage, and smite damage by 15%, that is 20% less damage that you can take from skill damage, combo damage, smite damage, right? On top of that, guess what? They're gonna have Steel Skin procced almost at all times, guys. Steel Skin procced at all times. And Steel Skin is very easy special inscription for you to grab. You just have to, everyone will eventually have this, right? You take 2% less damage. And whenever you have combo attack, basically proc, it takes 1.5% less damage for 10 seconds, stacks up to 5 times. This right here could give you 9.5% extra skill damage mitigation, right? So if you combine that with like how much mitigation that you'll be able to get from Achilles' third skill, so that's 14.5% all damage reduction. On top of that, you have 15% of everything except for smite damage. If you had smite damage included in here, oh my god, that would have been really powerful. I think the reason why we don't have smite damage up here, the fact that we don't have smite damage up here might actually be a really big bummer for people who are using Subutai, thinking about using Subutai with Achilles though, for rally, because most of the time cavalry rally will be facing Gorgo Tokugawa, right? Gorgo Tokugawa will always do smite damage, and if that's the case, it is going to be very difficult for you to actually proc this, because you only take 5% less damage, and then you're not going to take almost any skill damage. So basically, the most of the this will only have to proc from combo damage reduction, right? That's going to be really tough if you're fighting against Gorgo Toku, in my opinion. So if you're on the rally with Achilles, if you're thinking about testing it out, I think that's something that you have to keep in mind. Although we don't really have a way for us to test that at the moment. Do you commanders feel quite focused on damage reduction lately than past years? Yeah, that's what makes them really OP, right? Because like Qin Shi Huang does so much damage, but his third skill, his fourth skill, takes 40% less damage. 40% less damage. That is insane, guys. That 40% less damage from smite or combo damage. This is not okay. I think this should have been just smite damage, to be honest with you, so that combo damage actually does counter Qin Shi Huang. But we don't have that. I get it. I get archers were really behind, so us giving them that much buff, I think, does make somewhat of a sense. But it is what it is. But yeah, Achilles. Yeah, field troop is a little. The fourth skill is a little kind of mad though for rally. You do lose this, by the way. For those of you who are wondering if he still gets a 10% normal damage boost, no, he doesn't get it because non-rallied, non-garrison troops on the map. So the fourth skill does not work for garrison hitting. And rage drain, a lot of rage drain. I know. So yeah, this skill does not work for your rally at all. So this skill had to actually have combo damage reduction if we wanted to use Achilles as a rally lead. But I don't think that's the case, so yep. So that's my little quick assessment of Arthur Achilles. Looks pretty good, I would say. Well, for me, it worked out really well. Oh no, my Arthur Achilles lost, but it's okay. Yeah, it looks like it did work out really well for me. It does. If I scroll down, it only loses half of it? I don't think so. Yeah, because if you look at the... If this commander is a field troop, right? It says non-rallied, non-garrison troops on the map. Right? So if I am a field troop, I am not a rallied troops on the map, right? If I'm a rallied troop on the map, then this would not be the case, right? So if you're on the map, it is applicable. Like this skill is applicable because it says if this commander troop is on the map, right? But the fourth skill says if this commander troop is a field troop. Field troop is different from on the map. Rallied troops are field troop? No. It says right here specifically. Non-rallied, non-garrison troops on the map. So the 10% normal damage buff is under this colon, no? This is one of the blueprints. If this commander troop is on the is a field troop, you get these two following effects. One, it deals 10% more damage. Two, Yeah. So this is all under this skill. So I don't think it is viable for rally. But I don't know. Maybe it will change. So my opinion on the rally for Subutai Achilles rally though, I think it is viable for consideration for potentially Archer Garrison. As well as Cavalry Garrison before the new combo damage commander comes around. Or maybe when the new combo damage commander comes around. Because of the combo damage factor, the thing that it has here. It will actually be a viable option. Do I think this is better than Attila Subutai? I think half of it, yes. It does make it a little more DPS. I think one thing that I'm worried about using as Attila Subutai versus Subutai Achilles versus Attila Subutai is that it doesn't really have that much normal damage buff or counterattack damage buff, so it might be a lot easier for it to get swarmed down. Whereas Attila Subutai naturally is very, very resistant to that. But outside of that, the fact that it does take reduced combo damage, skill damage, all really is good for swarming, anti-swarm too, so we'll see about that. Yeah, too many conditions in Rise of Kingdoms, I know. But yeah, so that's my opinion on Subutai Achilles. It could work, but we'll still need some testing because of how it doesn't take reduced damage from smite damage, which is the major problem that Cavalry was having before. Arthur Achilles though, I think Arthur Achilles is somewhere between Qinshi Huang YSG and Baichi Luce. I think it's a step ahead of Baichi Luce, but it's a step behind, maybe a full step behind. Yeah, it's 2 steps behind Qinshi Huang YSG perhaps in terms of the. Yeah, I think no. Let me say that again. I think Arthur Achilles is about a half a step ahead of Baichi Luce, and a full step behind Qinshi Huang and YSG. That's my opinion on the field. But if you have the best kind of setup for Arthur Achilles, like myself, for people like me, it will do almost as much damage as Qinshi Huang YSG is my opinion. Is a commander I need to finally bench Nevsky. I was stuck using Nevsky Joan on the field still. Ayo. I'm still using Joan of Arc Prime with Ho Chi Bing, so I used Nevsky for around 3 years now. It's time to change my wedge stuff into Nevsky and Delta. Yeah, I agree with you, man. So here's my plan though. Here's my plan. So I obviously have like one of the best Delta sets, right? And the equipment. So I'm gonna keep this one. I recently changed this to Delta, by the way, before I found out that our Achilles was gonna be a thing. And then my Ho Chi Bing gear though, like gear I don't need to change, right? By my formation, I might potentially change this to Delta. Depending on how the new commanders turn out to be, the new and the latest cavalry commander releases, the Chinese commander that we were just talking about. If he turns out to be really, really good, and you have to use him with Achilles, and then Arthur has to be paired up again with Philip, then I might switch this over to either Arch or Delta. I think I'll have it as Delta. I'm not sure. I think it really depends on the garrison commander as well. If the garrison commander is really good, but it does benefit more by having it as Arch, then I might actually transform this into Arch. So that's what I have. That's what I'm planning to do. Hopefully you guys actually enjoyed today's video. If you guys did, please go ahead and drop me a thumbs up, guys. and subscribe to the channel. I'm gonna close out the recording, and I'll see y'all in the next video, guys. Peace. And Achilles Hector. Yeah, Achilles Hector does not seem to be the best pairing right now. Arthur Hector seems to be the way to go. For now. At the very least. Like, Hector was kind of a meh. Yeah, Hector was kind of a meh in my opinion. I think he's, yeah, again, I think he's designed for a Garrison Commander pairing, to be honest, so. Yeah, I don't think we should really focus on him on, yeah, try to find a way for us to use him with, with Achilles at this moment. Just because we do have a better pairing for both of them at the same time, I think. Alright. So that was pretty much it for what I have for you guys. I mean, that was more of an emergency live stream. So that everyone can get a good look at how the Arthur looks. I'm gonna go ahead and put together a video that basically showcases everything. So if you guys missed the earlier part of the stream, you guys can probably look at the edited version of the videos and all that stuff for that. And let's see if I can give you the one last thing, which is potentially, nope, I cannot give you. I don't have enough transmutation stones for today. Let's see though. Is there anything that I can dismantle? Yeah, I can dismantle a lot of these guys. No, actually I don't have anything that is not legendary. Let's see if we can get lucky with these guys though. Okay, actually that might not be too bad. Okay, transmutation stone, there you go. That's what I was looking for. Alright, let's see guys. While we still have 26 of you here, let's see what I would do when I do try to transmutate my Leonine's Crest Flurry. I've been trying to actually reroll this cavalry health for a while. Achilles just for the Song of Troy KVK or General, sir? I think he's good generally. And I think he is out for general uses, for your reference, if that's what you're asking. Alright, so what I'm looking for here is 1.8% or more all damage, or 3 whatever percentage of health. Let's see if we can get lucky with that. Let's go. Nope. 4% damage to Barbarian. Alright guys, that's pretty much it for what I have for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. I'm gonna go ahead and get right on to editing that video that I just made. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video though. If you guys did, you have 2.6 billion kill point. I have 5.8, I think. Yeah, I have 5.8. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you guys did, please go ahead and drop me a thumbs up. And consider subscribing to the channel, guys. Because at the end of the day, I'll be making a lot of videos about Arthur. Just because I love Achilles. I love cavalry, guys. I love cavalry. So you guys will be able to find the latest news on cavalry faster than anyone else. So consider subscribing, guys. As always. I'll see y'all in the next video, guys. Peace.